one place on the internet for looking at cats on the roof here in China. But yeah, this is my little tea set here. I've moved to be under a light, and I'm just gonna be making some tea here with this cat. And yeah, there's not a ton to look at here. But I said, this cat, get your tail out of my tea. Come on. And yeah, I said I'd come back, so that's what I'm doing. The coals are just roaring on this Chaozhou stove here. And I got some fresh hot water. So we should be in for a nice treat with some nice hot tea on my tiny little table here. And I was just having so much fun with the live stream. Didn't want it to end. But look at it's a little chair. China is famous. Asia in general. Famous for their little chairs. And that's exactly what I've got here. It's a little chair, a little stool. And I'm using it as my table. And this is kind of really pretty authentic. I mean, miniature items are big in Asia. So look at this tiny little Chaozhou stove, so cute. And this tiny little tea table I've set up, so cute. And a really nice tea color now. Look at that. Yeah. And yeah, I said I'd come back, so that's what I'm doing. But yeah, this is that 2015, or it might be 16, I keep forgetting. One of my bricks is 2016, the Zhongcha. Or it could be 2015. I'm not really sure. So this is the Zhongcha and the bud brick. This is the bud brick. I've got about 10 grams of it, so pretty potent dose here. And if you hear that creaking noise, that's this bamboo chair I'm using. Look at this thing. What a cool design. That's a cool chair. Authentic bamboo construction. I'm always amazed at just how versatile bamboo is. Used for so many products. They even use it in modern construction as scaffolding. I love seeing that when I go to Hong Kong. It's like this super modern city, and then their scaffolding is like bamboo. It's such a useful tool. I mean, there's so many products are made from bamboo, and it just grows plentifully. It's actually a type of grass. It's super fast growing. But yeah, this is like maybe the fourth infusion of this. You might notice my hand is bleeding. I cut myself on this metal door when I was going downstairs. So that's okay. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But, whenever you have an injury, drink tea. Maybe I oversteeped this just a little. Got distracted. But wow, this should have incredible... There's a lot of leaf there. It's 10 grams. Wow, that's going to be potent. It's a potent blend right there. Really potent. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Wow. Anime Arts AVI, welcome to my live stream here in southern China. It looks like I'm kind of in some squalid conditions here. But it's actually on my roof of my apartment. And I'm up here with a cat and a dog over there. And just drinking some tea with my traditional Chaozhou stove here. Love that thing. And, yeah, sorry about the lighting being poor and stuff. But I stopped my stream earlier and I told people I'd come back, so that's what I'm doing. But yeah, just Chinese tea is what I'm all about. I'm from America, originally from Southern California. But I live here in China. I moved to China when I was 24 in 2014. And yeah, all about the tea. I'm all about that tea life. Just love me some tea. Tanjiro Kamado. Make a proverb about tea right now? Oh my gosh. Talk about putting someone on the spot. Just make a proverb? I don't know if I have the creativity and divergent thinking skills to just make a proverb. Can you define a proverb? You know, tea can be... Yeah, it sure did. Tea can be anything. I mean, tea can cool you when you're hot. Tea can warm you when you're cold. Tea can soothe you when you're overly excited. Tea can amp you up when you want to get in the zone. And it's that delicate interplay between caffeine. I mean, there's a number of xanthine chemicals in tea. There's theobromine, theophylline, and then, of course, caffeine. And the xanthines work together to kind of amp you up. And then with the L-theanine in tea, sort of works to cool you down and relax and focus you. But yeah, we got a bleeder. Just bleeding from this metal door over here. It got me. But I think I'm going to make it. I've got a good water supply, some hot coals, hot water, and some delicious tea. I think I'm going to be okay. But yeah, if you hear that creaking, it's just this bamboo chair. It's a little bit creaky. Yeah, nighttime, the sun just went down. And I'm just over here on my roof, huddled by the light, just trying to get my message out. And you might be asking, what's your message? Well, it's a message of positivity and positivity. And yeah, just having a great time drinking this tea in this evening. I looked at a bunch of different... I live in Shenzhen, which is one of the major cities in China. But then I live on the outskirts in kind of like a little village. Yeah. So I live in like a mountain village, which is like, a 30-minute taxi ride from like downtown skyscrapers. So it's a really cool place to be. And almost everybody that lives here is an entrepreneur because there's no jobs in this village. So you're either commuting downtown every day, and most people just take the bus or something. But it's a cool it's kind of a little art village. It's a cool little yoga studios and stuff. Tea is a hug and a mug. Where there's tea, there's hope. Oh, those are nice, Tanjiro Kamado. Thank you. Not a lot of wild animals. I mean, there's like squirrels and rabid birds. But, and occasionally there are some wild boars in the mountains here in southern China. In Hong Kong, they like protect their wild boars. And so if you're hiking in Hong Kong, you'll see wild boars, a whole family of them at night. And you'll also see porcupines, which I've never seen a wild porcupine until I was hiking in Hong Kong one night. I used to go on these like 2 a.m. hikes in Hong Kong when I was staying there, trying to get a visa, just looking for a visa. But while I was held up in Hong Kong for a couple weeks, I was doing these epic middle-of-the-night hikes, and I saw so much wildlife. But I have seen cool animals here in some midnight hikes, some amazing like poison dart frogs, just these amazing colorful frogs. And yeah, there's some wild boars and porcupines in Hong Kong. But yeah, I mean, the humans have taken over this place. These coastal cities are pretty densely populated. But yeah, I am kind of outside the city. But like, I don't think there's been tigers in this jungle for a long time. And probably like hundreds of years. anyways, yeah, just enjoying this tea. It's quite potent now because it is like 10 grams. But yeah, this is my rooftop here in China. It's really dark right now. But I said I would come back, so I did. This is my Chaozhou stove. This thing's pretty awesome. Got some coals in there. And yeah, I'm drinking this Bud Brick. 10 grams of it. I like your proverbs, dude. Tanjiro Kamado. Tea is a hug and a mug. That's nice. Look at this color. Really nice. Where there's tea, there's hope. Yeah, I can echo that. Anyways, I'm probably going to wrap it up, but I just wanted to stop by and because I said I would. And thank you, everyone, for joining me on this live stream. And I'm going to be I live stream every day, pretty much. We're just coming off the Chinese New Year holiday now. So I'm back to slimming down. I'm trying to lose a bunch of weight this year, get lean and mean. I've just been too nice, to the donuts. So I'm trying to lean down. Tea's a great companion in like a health regimen. All I drink now is tea and water, and it's perfect. Just perfect. Just like this tea, very perfect. You should try chai. You mean like Indian masala chai? Yeah, I like that. I really just like the Chinese way of doing tea with high quality tea leaves and just enjoying the tea without any added ingredients. Maybe those like mandarin orange peels that are aged. They call it chen pi. But yeah, I just like straight tea. I don't put anything in my tea. But yeah, I've made all sorts of like masala chai and lemon pepper chai. And yeah, I spent some time in India, and they have all sorts of interesting stuff to essentially just cover up the flavor of the tea. I mean, they're just adding, cardamom and cloves and all these really potent spices to the tea. But the Chinese way, we just want to taste the tea. I like it. No, I don't eat frogs. Although I hear in the southern states, that's a delicacy. Like in that movie, The Water Boy. Anyways, I'm gonna probably dip out here. But thanks for stopping by, everybody. Really appreciate it. And yeah, look forward to like better lighting. And maybe some like more morning, which would be evening in America, live streams. And just tea, Chinese tea, 24/7, 365, Chinese tea. I'm going to finish this. But yeah, thanks for the questions, and thanks for stopping by to my rooftop here in southern China. Yeah, I live with my wife, and we have some dogs, but no children yet. Yeah. Maybe one more infusion. The water is really primed right now, nice and hot. Boba tea. When I was in America, I used to really like boba tea. But I don't really do that anymore. I don't like, I just like straight tea, man. Just straight tea leaves. And when you're getting really good tea, like, you don't want to put some crap in it. It's like getting some fine wine and then, like, putting some stuff in it. Look how full this gaiwan is of all these little leaves, because it's that bud brick. So it's a lot of little tiny leaves and some buds, but mostly leaves, small leaves. And it just like filled up this gaiwan Although it was just like, kind of like just bits and pieces to start with, but it just popped right up, right open. But yeah, I don't do boba tea anymore. When I was younger, in San Diego, I'd always go get boba. I used to have a crush on a girl that worked at a boba shop. To be young. Anyways, I'm still pretty young. Approaching mid-30s. I guess, 30, 34. It's kind of mid-30s. But, in some way, I feel like I grew up in China. Because I moved here when I was 24. And then I spent the majority of my 20s living in China. So, I don't know. Those are very formative years. Like, especially if you just, drop out of college and move to China. It totally changed the, trajectory of my life. Anime arts, can you, me, you, face? Yeah, I don't think so. Not really. I don't really want to. I didn't do my hair. Dude, it was really they could easily drop in the drinking cup. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get some leaves. I mean, usually you can catch the leaves in the Gongdao Bay, and then if you could just kind of throw out the end if you didn't want those leaves. But you know what? If you're good with the Gaiwan, my finger is just bleeding from the door earlier. If you're good with the Gaiwan, you shouldn't have a problem with a ton of leaves getting in your teacup. And even if they do get in your teacup, you just drank it. You just drank it. But yeah. Yeah, you could totally get a leaf in your teacup. I just don't. I don't mind that. You are drinking a lot of tea. Yes. Yeah, I just had a tea session with that Moonlight White. So I finished that, and now I'm on to this. It's okay, though. I've got some work to do after this on a short video. I need to do some scripting and then audio and then editing. And so that's okay. And I'm going to be okay to sleep in a couple hours anyways. But yeah, this is a little bit more caffeine than I usually have in the evening. But I'll be okay. Yeah, it is like drugs. Yeah, tea is... Yeah, I mean, caffeine's a drug. L-theanine's kind of like a drug. I mean, what do you define a drug as? Some chemical that has, an effect on you? I mean, food's a drug then. But yeah. I don't do drugs anymore. Now I just do tea. Which, yeah, I guess it's like a drug. I mean, if you have to be addicted to something, make it tea. That's like a healthy addiction. Whoops, sorry. I had to wipe some blood off my finger. Yeah, I was going downstairs earlier and I cut myself on this door here. It's really weird. Yeah, and I've done all the drugs, I kind of lived a little bit wild when I was younger. And then I had a big drinking problem in my 20s. And then in 2019, I quit drinking, and I'm just all about the tea now. And, yeah, I used to smoke cigarettes, and, I vaped, and cannabis every day, and all that. But really coming around to just enjoying just a life with tea. And, I think it's great. It's great. But, I'm not regretting my checkered history. But really glad to have arrived at this place in my life where it's just tea. See, there's some, powder and broken leaves in the bottom of this cup. I'm just going to drink it. Yeah, it's 7:30 out here. It's dark. Yeah, it just gets dark earlier. China just has one time zone for this massive country. So, maybe in Xinjiang province right now, it's not dark yet. It's, far western China. But, yeah, dark here in Shenzhen, Hong Kong. Yeah, it's a healthy drug. Okay, one more infusion, and then I will kill the stream. Because I gotta work on a video. But yeah, I just posted my first long video. Not like a non-live long video. It was only like 6.5 minutes. And I forgot some key information I wanted, but you know, I'm going to be doing that at least every Tuesday. I'm going to post a new long video. And then in a couple weeks, it'll be every Tuesday and every Friday. And I'm going to get real consistent about that and just keep making videos about tea. It's my passion. I love tea. So I'm just going all the way with it. I'm all in on tea. I'm all in on this beverage. 对对对，我可以说中文，但是我来中国好多年。Yeah, I'm not like fluent, but you know, I can get by. I actually have some short videos about growing tea plants on my roof. So yeah, you could probably look up like growing tea short videos, like shorts. Yeah, I made like 2 videos about that. But yeah, I should make some more content about that in the future. When I get some new tea plants in, because I kind of killed all my other tea plants. They just got too hot on my roof. So I'm going to get some new tea plants going, and I'll make some more videos about that. Yeah, it is cool. Yeah, I think everybody should have like a little tea bush going on their patio. You know, tea actually grows well in containers. And it just needs like a kind of an airy, kind of a light, airy soil that's slightly acidic and not too much water. Yeah, you can use a little bit of fertilizer. They don't need a lot of fertilizer, though. Yeah, you could throw like a little bit of that like extended release Miracle Grow or something in your pot. Just like, you know, like use like 1/5 of the dosage they recommend on the on like the packaging. Yeah, there's this guy, Table Rock Tea Company. He ships tea plants all over America. So you can buy like a 2-year-old tea plant from him. Can you chug the tea? Yeah. Look at my long video I just posted. I start chugging tea like 3 minutes into that video, and I play music while I'm chugging it. Yeah, you can chug tea. Yeah, if you're on like an empty stomach, and then you're not used to drinking a lot of tea, then yeah, you might feel really sick if you drink a lot of tea. It's like the tannins in tea can irritate your stomach. Thanks, Tenjiro Kamado. Yeah, it's kind of, I think I spent too much time like drinking tea and not enough talking and information. But yeah, it's kind of my first whack at that style of video, so I'll keep working on it. Thank you. Yeah, this tea's really strong now. Because it's just so much. I mean, it's 9 grams. 9 grams of delicious young leaves. But yeah, Anime Arts AVI. If you're not used to drinking a lot of tea and you drink tea on an empty stomach, you can totally feel sick. Actually, I felt sick the other day. I did a morning live stream and I was just slamming the tea and I hadn't eaten anything in like maybe like 15 hours. So and it made me feel a little bit sick. Ooh, you're from North Korea. That's cool. My friend lives up there in China, kind of near the border, though. He looks over the river at North Korea, up in Dandong. In Dongbei. That's cool. Yeah, you just look across the river in North Korea. Thank you, Tenjiro Kamado. Yeah, you can comment too on any of my videos and just tell me what video you want to see next. And I read every comment, you know. I respond to every comment. Always. On every platform. I respond to every comment on every platform. UK tea break. Cool. Yeah, you gotta have a tea break. Yeah, I'm doing like a nighttime tea break right now. And actually, I need to use the restroom again. Just drinking so much tea. Bibly. Thanks for stopping by. You're from the UK? That's cool. I need to set up a UK warehouse so I can ship quickly there. Hey, I ship to Korea. I ship to almost any country. I think I might even ship to North Korea. I don't know. I clicked every option that I could print shipping labels for. I ship to almost every place on Earth. Maybe not North Korea, though. I don't know. I ship to Russia. But like South Korea, certainly. But yeah, it's just my website, so you know, anywhere in the world you can order tea. Ships from my warehouse in Oklahoma in the U.S. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I will leave you with these leaves. Look at this guy one. Absolutely packed. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys. Really appreciate it. Look at this beautiful guy one, just packed with these little leaves. But thanks for stopping by, everybody. And Bibly, thanks you for stopping by also. And I'll see you tomorrow.